And here's what you guys are talking about, the upside down division. What goes into 80? What prime number goes into 80? Okay. So 2 does. 2 times 40. What goes into 40? 2 times 20. What goes into 20? 2 times 10. And then 2 times 5. We'll take it slowly. And circle your pairs and write down your answer. So you get this. 4 square root of 5. 1. Okay, square root times square root equals square root. Okay, so square root of 6 times 21, square root of 126. Okay. So once again, there's 126, and you break it down, right? 2 times 63, 3 times 21, 3 times 7. Circle your pairs, the answer is going to be 3 square root of 14. All right, so that's what you're going to see. It becomes the square root of 4, okay, over the square root of 81. Now, this is easy. It's like a no-brainer here. What's the square root of 4? What's the square root of 81? So what should the answer be? 2 nines. You see, oh my gosh, that was so simple. That's an easy one, right? It becomes 2 over 9. Okay, 2 nines. That's it. Problem's over. 16. Okay, the square root of 7 over the square root of 16 is right. Now, what's the square root of 16? 4. Ah, here we go. What's the square root of 7? Very good, very good. It's a prime number. So it's the what? It's the square root of 7, right? Makes sense? There you go. That's the answer. 4 over square root of 7, right? That's it. Okay, so the first thing is 3 plus the square root of 2, its conjugate is going to be 3 minus the square root of 2. Okay, so how about 2 plus the square root of 5? 2 minus the square root of 5. How about 4 minus the square root of 3? 4 plus the square root of 3. How about 6 minus the square root of 11? 6 plus the square root of 11. Okay, now that's just all done to prepare you for what's about to happen here. Okay, so good. You guys understand that? What's that? I mean, yeah, it's a plus. Yeah, they kind of ran into each other. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now here's what we're talking about here. The square root of 5 halves. Okay, you gotta break it up, right? So it's going to be what? The square root of 5 over the square root of 2. Right. Okay, very good. You saw this last year. The square root of 5 over the square root of 2. Now, can you have the square root in the bottom of a fraction? No. So then you guys were taught this thing called rationalizing the denominator. So do you remember what you multiplied the top and the bottom by? The square root of 2. That's what you were taught last year. Multiply by the square root of 2. He's right. On the top and on the bottom. See, this stuff you guys know. You learned this last year in geometry. Okay, so let me ask you something. What's the square root of 2 times the square root of 2? 2. It's 2. Right. Just play on 2. Okay, now what's the square root of 5 times the square root of 2? It's the square root of 10. It's the square root of 10. That's right. Very good. You got it. Okay, square root of 10. Okay, now I got a question for you. Let's make sure we know this. Can that 2 go inside of that 10? And you see, look at this, what's happening. It's half saying yes, half saying no. Okay, all right, look. Let me show you down here. Can that 2 go inside that 10 and mix it into the square root of 5? Right? Mix it into the square root of 5. Can you do that? Okay, so, all right, so let's take a vote. How many say yes? How many say yes, you can do that? How many say no, you can't do that? Okay, well, no's, you're right. You can't do that. Okay, and the reason is because that's a square root and that's a whole number. Whole numbers can't go into square roots, okay? So you can't do that. You can't do that, okay? That's the answer right there. Square root of 10 over 2, okay? Okay, so to get rid of that, you got to multiply it by its conjugate. 7 minus the square root of 2 on the bottom and on the top. Now, here we go. Do you know what to do when you multiply 7 plus square root of 2 times 7 minus square root of 2? This, what's that? You have any idea what to do? Okay, now watch. It's going to be magic. Watch. I'll bet you do. I'll bet you do. You just don't realize you do. Watch. Let's change the way you look at this. Now do you know what to do? Yeah, what is it you're going to do? What is it you're going to do? Foil or box it. Exactly. It's just all the way you look at it. It's like, oh my gosh. But further, I'm going to foil or box it. Exactly right. That's what's going to happen. You're going to foil or box this, okay? That's exactly what's happening. You just get, once again, it's just about practicing and making sure you're good at it, but you guys will become masters at this. Okay, like that, right? Okay, now, combine that all together. What is it you get? So what is it you're going to get? You got it. It's 47. The square root goes away. I get a 47. There you go. There it is. The square root has now disappeared. See, the day is coming. The day is coming. Here you go. Because Ms. Martinez just walked in the room. Okay, we're going to do the top in a second. Okay, we're going to do the top. Okay. Okay. What if I did this instead? Now you know what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be distributive, right? You're going to do distributive. Look, you're going to go distribute it to that. Go distribute it to that. Okay, so 3 times 7 is 21. Okay. And then 3 times negative square root of 2 is going to be negative 3 square root of 2. You got it. Negative 3 square root of 2. Look here. And now you got the answer. It's all done. That's it. You got it. It's a totally different tactic now you're learning how to do. Okay, so your job is to get this, x squared by itself. What would you do first to get x squared by itself? Subtract 5 on both sides, right? Subtract 5 on both sides is right. So you get what? 3x squared equals what? 36. What would you do next to get x squared by itself? Divide by 3. Correct the mundo. Divide by 3. Rough later, rough later. X squared equals 12. Okay. Like this. Yeah, now you see, now you say, oh my gosh. Alright, now how do you get the x by itself? You have to square root it. Right, square root it. Right. Okay. Alright, now, here we go. This is what we just finished doing. What's the square root of 12 simplified? What's the square root of 12 simplified? Not square root of 12. No. What goes into square root of 12? What goes into 12? Yeah. 2 does 2 times 6. What goes into 6? 2 times 3. So it's a 2, a 2, and a 3, right? You see a pair? Pair of 2, circle them, take them out. What do you write on the outside? 1, 2. What's still left over inside? 1, 3. So then what's it going to be? 2 square root of 3. You see, you guys did this last year. You know this. 2 square root of 3. Now, is that the answer? No, it's not. Okay, good. No, it's not. And make the other one a positive. Is right. Okay, so that. Okay, so the answer becomes this. It becomes, okay, plus or minus 2 square root of 3. And this is something new you're going to start doing always. Okay, I know. You got to get used to this, okay? So there's 2 answers here. And so what do we say in math? We say plus or minus 2 square root of 3. That's my answer. You're going to get used to it. That's the answer. You got it. That is the answer. Okay, you put a plus or minus next to it. So there are 2 answers. There's the positive one and the negative one. Yeah, do this. It's the last column. Look, so here's what you do, right? You multiply both sides by 7, right? Like this, and you get this. Okay? 42. Now what do you do? The square root both. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that gives me z minus 2 equals square root 42. Okay? But here's the thing, remember, it's plus or minus. It's plus or minus. Okay, now what do? You have to add the 2 over, and here's the final answer. There's your answer. 2 plus or minus square root of 42. Okay? And we did it. And thank you for telling me that. I totally